competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe.
I don't own copyrights to this music. I don't own copyrights to this music. Please don't flag me. I don't own copyrights to this music.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the give. Now gone. It's caught. Cooper. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Bravo.
Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Murray on the sneak. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word,
there he goes left side. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
Yo, he really
Starting
missed
on your
the
own
thing.
20, you want something
He missed
to
2
kickstart
field
your
goals
drive
and missed
get
the
off
field
to a
goal at
nice
the
start.
1-yard line.
They went for the whole thing and got it.
That's
a
crazy.
great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker
This
able to
nigga,
connect
yo,
on the
if
extra
this
point.
nigga lose
And
connection,
that makes the
I'm
score
dying,
7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This nigga is trash.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray with a third and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will score. Touchdown.
Yeah, I baited the shit out of him on that.
So a dangerous
this defense
over the middle into zone coverage. And
people are going to learn today.
Really difficult.
The only way you beat me is if you cheese me. That's what's dumb funny. When I played the Jaguars, he cheesed the shit out of me, bro. Spammed the fucking, he spammed offense. Hurry up, huddle. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He kept spamming me, so I could never, and when you do that, you can't audible on defense. It freezes your shit.
The stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Wildcat glitch? How is that a glitch? I was like, you blitzed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line,
I was like, how's that a
and they're
thing?
in a bind early here, down 14-0.
This nigga said Wildcat smash, nigga, you
not to transmit it
blitz.
to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
I was like,
if you just
out
get
of
it
place.
in his hands.
That's your fault. That's what I'm saying. If you're out of place, that's your fault.
I think you're feeling okay.
Your lineman
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He said Wildcat glitch. How is that a glitch, nigga? You blitzed and you was out of place. This nigga said it was a Wildcat glitch when he blitzed and he was out of place.
Second down, Murray sets to throw.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Bro, I only used it once, and you blitzed the safety.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 9.
That's what I said. You blitzed the safety. I'm streaming the game.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He finds McCoy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Murray now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing now is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how do we have...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Scott Miller. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Out here. Shit, nigga.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Max, ran that play against.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I was like, I ran that play versus everybody. Nobody says nothing. No one says nothing. That's what I'm saying. And I score on it, too.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I
know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
No, it's not, bro. People clamp that shit up. I was like, no, it's not.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
You picked a bad defense. That's what happened. I saw as soon as you.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
That shit ain't no glitch, nigga. I've got clamped up a bunch of times running it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 3rd and long. It's gone. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman at Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We're good. We're good. Hey, orbit.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 50, huh? You remember me? You remember me?
Go, 12, go.
A shotgun snap for gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Break we go tonight. 180.
Focus, defense, focus. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Value 1. Smoke.
54. Mike 54.
On 1st down, gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Now Goff on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
He's sick right now. Yeah, I should run the Wildcat, get him tight.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed is more than made up for with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was a beautiful pass.
That one goes for 24 yards.
He's nice in the game. Real light bulb. I said Jared Goff is nice in the game. In real life, he's poop. Nah, it's the coach. The coach be calling too.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's another reason why he's hot. No cap, I would have scored on him.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And a 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Murray flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
This is what happens when niggas take all day. Should have been played the game, nigga. I heard he seen me tagging him.
They'll get another shot at it now.
Niggas
as
is
this one's in the
trash.
air. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Nigga wanna talk about one play, nigga. What about the rest of the plays? You getting your ass beat.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal
Look, he's
offense.
still passing.
They got to dig
Run the
down
fucking
deep.
ball,
They
bitch.
need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has
Oh, let that.
Join me
Oh,
in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
give me that.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Another one, bro. 4 picks.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
GG's.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Spank. Good luck.
On 1st down,
God, you
Johnson.
don't have to play me again.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat?" And we said, "Nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy."
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
GG, bro. GG. Nigga's sick. He about to. If I was him, I would just run the ball, bro. Because it's slow.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Nothing open, boy. Just run the ball, man. It's clamp City.
We've been around this league for a while.
Telling you,
Many
it's
coaches
clams.
never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Murray. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
50's the mic. Come on, D.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Block 20.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking. Crash.
Note, too. Note to self. This nigga stayed in the same defense because he's a little baby.
On 3rd down, Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, look, this defense is so ass. That cover 3 right there, that shit's
of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's his down.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah,
50 burger.
That's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going.
He gonna try to throw right now. If I was him, I would kneel it out. Don't even try to be up, because I'm a pick 6 you, and you're definitely gonna quit, bro. Don't do it. I'm gonna feel sad.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Hell no, I just want to get this 50 seconds left.
Here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm just trying to end this game and get on to the next, bro. My defense is a 97
Ready to
overall,
go with their
sorry.
next driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Broncos, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.